Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. It's an honor to second this motion on the appointment of the Cabinet Secretaries. Mr. Speaker, I would like first to congratulate you for taking time to guide the committee throughout all those many days and spending many hours actually to chair the meeting and to guide the committee until we produce the final report. I would also like to thank the leader of majority and the leader of minority and the teams that came in to form the appointment committee of this House for sitting for those many hours, and the staff of Parliament who braved many hours to ensure that we were able to produce this report. Mr. Speaker, this report is pursuant to Article 152 of the Constitution, where the President has the power to nominate Cabinet Secretaries, but also it is paramount that Parliament vests them, looks at them, and eventually nominates them for appointment by the President. In his wisdom, Mr. Speaker, in his wisdom, the President chose to pick Kenyans to run the cabinet, Kenyans from all walks of life. In his balance, he looked at regional balance, he looked at gender, he looked at the whole country and said, this is the team that I would like to work with to move this country forward. Honorable Speaker, when you look at the cabinet that President William Ruto appointed, he put everybody there. He looked at politicians, gave them some slots. He looked at technocrats, gave them some slots. So when we were vetting them with the perspective and the prism that these are Kenyans from a different walk of life and they would present themselves differently at the vetting table. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, when the appointments committee looks at them, what law do they use? They use the Public Appointments Act, which is an act that allows us to look at certain aspects. What is their education background? Do they qualify in terms of their diversity? Do they qualify in terms of the qualifications that the President has looked at? And if you look at all these cabinet secretaries that were nominated by the President, you see people, Kenyans who are ready to serve this country as they presented themselves during vetting. Mr. Speaker, the issues that the Minority Report brings out on the nomination of one Aisha JUMWA and Mitika Linturi, the report, if you look at the main report, it actually is very clear on the findings of the committee on appointments. That one, the allegations against Aisha JUMWA have been dropped. The family itself withdrew the charges. The allegations against Mitika Linturi, these are cases that are civil cases, they're civil matters. Many of the members here in this House, in this chamber, have very many civil cases out there, but they do not impede them from doing their work as honorable members. Even if you look at the past cabinet, very many of them had civil matters, civil cases. They did not impede them from doing their work. The civil cases that are hanging around Mitika Linturi will not in any way impede him from doing his work. He had these cases even when he was a senator. But today, to try to crucify Mitika Linturi on the basis of civil matters is double speak on the members that have written the Minority Report. Even those members here that wrote the Minority Report themselves have civil cases. They have issues, but it doesn't impede them from doing their work. So today, to say that Mitika Linturi is unfit to hold public office because of civil matters, Mr. Speaker, is